All right. What's up, everybody? Good evening, my TTG fam. What's up? Michael Edward here, head trader at True Trading Group. What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing here tonight? I've got my TTG crew is in full effect. Another wild and crazy day. W-E-I. Wow. Wow. Crazy late afternoon. And when I say late afternoon, I mean like a couple minutes before the bell into the after hours session short squeeze on WEI. I ripped that thing to shreds in the morning. I caught the trade on WEI in the morning, a 59% gain in the morning. I went after it in the afternoon another time, gave back some of my profit, and then I was not there taking part in that after hours short squeeze. Okay. Was not there trading in the after hours session, but wow, man, if you were stuck short WEI, my goodness, I feel bad for you. And then the stock halted, actually. Stock is halted after hours. No bueno if you are holding that stock long. So short sellers that were holding on, you guys may be getting an early holiday gift this year, but just incredible. These small caps are continuing to give me really good action. And I've been focused on these small caps for the last couple of weeks, and rightfully so, because the action it's been great. Honestly, it's been great. We've been getting some really good action. We're getting some good follow through on some of these small caps. And it's like, between KXIN 3 out of the last 4 days, then now WEI, these are big gains, guys. You're talking big percentage moves for an individual stock. And I'm not talking about the stock is moving these percentages. These are the percentages of the trades that we're pulling out of these things. Like when you're talking about the KXIN trade, 113%, that was yesterday. That's from the entry to the exit. Today, WEI, 59% from entry to exit. These are big percentage gains for stocks. For you to make a trade on a stock, entry to exit, 113%, 59%, it's tremendous action. And I haven't been, I haven't been trading a lot of the large caps lately because I haven't had to. I haven't had to. The action small caps has been so good that I've been banking it on these small caps, and then, that's it. Just finishing the day up happy with what I was able to accomplish in small caps. But the lesson that we're going to go over on this live stream, guys, is what was the main factor that caused me to enter WEI in the morning when I did? What was the main factor that made me pull the trigger on that trade this morning when I did? Because that initial entry point on WEI was at $2.72. Okay, that's $2.72 with a final take profit at $4.32. It's a big move, guys, on these small caps. That's a big move. Okay. But the key here was volume. The key for me pulling the trigger on the WEI trade was volume. That is the key. Okay. Volume analysis is what we're going to be focusing on this live stream, because if you really want to know if a stock has momentum, the volume will tell you. And the volume told me that stock had momentum today. And I was skeptical when WEI first started moving and it halted. I'm like, the volume is too light. Like it halted on like 200,000 shares on a 3-minute candle. I'm like, that's pathetic volume. I was like, I'll take up, just me alone would take up a huge chunk of that volume with my position size. I'm like, I'm not interested. This is not enough volume. Okay. So the stock starts to make its move and I'm sitting there. I'm like, I want to see, let me have the stock come out of the halt. Let me see how the stock trades coming out of that halt. Let me see the volume increase. Let me see the volume gets nice, steady, and consistent to let me know the stock has momentum. That's what I waited for. And then I got it. And I'm going to show you exactly what it means to, okay, what was it? When I said, okay, I saw that in the volume, the stock had momentum. I'm going to show you exactly what that means. I'm going to show you exactly what I saw in the volume that told me this stock had momentum. And once I said, this stock's got momentum, guys, I think we're going higher, verbatim, what I said in chat, I said, guys, WEI, this stock's got juice. I love the volume. The volume's perfect right now. I think we're going higher. I'm looking to get long on that first pullback. Then you identify a support level. Okay, you wait for the pullback. I enter the trade on that pullback, and the stock just absolutely explodes. Monster win today on WEI. Like I said, again, it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows for me today. I did give some of my profit back later in the day, okay, but still sitting on a very nice P&L day with the profits that we were pulling out from that 59% gain in the morning. I'm going to cover both of them with you. I'll cover you the winning trade with you, and then I'll cover with you what went on later in the day when I went after the stock later in the day with lower risk than the initial trade. Ended up giving some of my profit back, but still a very nice day. Still a very nice day. I'll update you guys also on my my swing trade on GME, which is still live. I bought that stock on Thursday at 13.05. We took some off at 14.34. We're still holding some. I'm still holding 75% of that position, so I'm still in the bulk of that trade. Okay, I'm still in the bulk of that trade, so we still have that trade working. I'll update you guys on that. So we have a lot of good stuff to talk about. If somebody said to me, Mike, you can trade tomorrow, but you can only use one indicator, what would it be? It's volume. Hands down, no questions asked. I wouldn't even have to think about it. It's volume, because volume is going to give you the best indication of if a stock is truly strong or if a stock's got momentum. Okay, so who's with me here tonight? Join me, my team, my crew. What's going on, guys? Andrew Lai, Jacob Harrison, Sean Miller, Matthew Amador, Judy, what's good? Dee Dee, Trader Pete, Ricky Jennings, William Robson, Mo Fitness is in the house. Shaban, what's up, my man? Kevin Bernhardt, Chef Daddy, Faye Ball, Small Cap, 2% a day keeps the job away. Anson Salazar, what's going on, everybody? Dan Baran, Reynard Pettigrew, Lisa Miller, how are you? Nice. You think you learn fast here. That's what I'm talking about. Greg Vermeulen, what's going on? Rodrigo, my boy, what's up? J Trader 638, what's going on, man? David Crowder, what's good? Direct Control, what's up, man? Rod Elmeni, Steven Silvis, Rui, Jimmy Benson, Tommy Torek, Nick Lowry, Big Ball is in the house. My boy R. Hirsch, what's good? Holly Rogers, Mateo, Chris Botsis, Albert Gaza, David Padilla. What's going on, everybody? Eric C., Jim G. What's up, guys? My TGD crew, my guys, we're all in full effect tonight. What's going on, everybody? My boy Smoke. What's up, Smoke? How are you? Rodney Benjamin, Kevin Schaefer. What's good? Ernie, Wild Child, Raphael, Signoral. What's good? JD Seafood, I see you. That's how you know I know you guys. Like, that's how you know we really know each other, because I'm looking at your YouTube username, and it's completely different from your TTG chat username, and I'm calling you by your TTG chat username. That's how you guys know that we're fam right there. Like, I'll look at your YouTube username, and, like, I know your real name. That's how you guys know we're fam. My TTG crew, we're in full effect tonight. What's up, everybody? I love it. I love it. All right, so we're going to have a lot of fun tonight, guys. For those of you that are brand new, there's a couple people said that you are brand new to the channel. Welcome. If you guys are brand new, the first thing you're going to want to do is subscribe to the channel, okay? Subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, share this live stream on your own social media. Let's get as many traders in here as we can so we can help as many traders as we can. But you are absolutely going to want to make sure that you first subscribe to the channel, put that oxygen mask on first before you help others. Subscribe to the channel, turn that notification bell, because on this YouTube channel, I share with you golden nuggets of professional trading education. The same education that I learned working at a hedge fund on Wall Street. I went through a 3-month educational program, guys. I went on to receive a Trader of the Year award back in 2008. I was lucky and fortunate enough to be taught by professionals on Wall Street how to be a trader. I didn't have to go through that whole learning phase and watch 1,000 videos on YouTube and try to sift through who's full of shit and who's legit. I didn't have to go through that process. So I was lucky and fortunate. But since you guys now found this channel, you're lucky and fortunate because I provide you with golden nuggets of education totally for free on the YouTube channel. That is the same stuff that I learned working at a hedge fund. So you guys are going to want to make sure you subscribe to the channel and, of course, turn on that notification bell. Make sure you guys never miss out on any one of these live streams ever again. Okay? I do them on a regular. Now, before we get things started here and we dive in to the live stream, again, the topics we're going to be discussing, I'm going to recap for you guys my WEI trade. 59% gain, entry to final take profit on WEI earlier in the morning. I went after it again a second time later in the day, took a loss on the second trade, still a very nice profit on the day. That first trade more than makes up for the money that I gave back later in the day. So still sitting on a very nice P&L day. But I'm going to talk to you guys what gave me the confidence to go after WEI in that morning trade. When WEI first took off, I was not confident in the stock. The volume was too light. But as the volume got better, there was something specific that I saw in the volume that made me come on the microphone live in our chat to all of our members to say, guys, I think this is going higher. Okay. And then that's when we started looking to buy those pullbacks and we were able to capitalize on some really nice action. And I'm going to show you guys exactly what in the volume I saw to tell me this stock had real momentum. That's the whole basis of this live stream. So I'm excited to get into it. This is something that's very important, especially for you day traders that like to trade small caps. Volume and momentum goes hand in hand. You cannot have momentum without volume. I'm going to show you how to identify that perfect mixture to say, yep, this stock has momentum. Before we do so, guys, I'm going to start this live stream off same way I start off every live stream, and that is with a blanket Q&A. So, guys, we're going to spend just a little bit of time here. I'll take a handful of questions before we get things started. So go ahead, guys, fire away, ask me questions, and then we will dive into the lesson on the day. Yeah, Fresh. Fresh says, JKS, another push, big trade coming. Yeah, let's talk about JKS. Guys, this JKS is like the mother of all short squeezes. I think this stock might get, I wouldn't be surprised actually if this stock gets halted. My opinion, this is manipulation to its finest. Stocks don't trade like this. Okay. Stocks do not trade like this. Okay. Everybody has been trying to short this stock in here. Everybody's tried to short this thing, and it just keeps getting squeezed out. Looks like the float is locked up on this thing. Shorts are running for the hills. Massive volume day. 30 million shares on this stock is absolutely incredible. And the stock is starting to get extended. Okay, this whole upward move, the stock never really extended. Okay, it never really got parabolic. It just kind of stair-stepped. It just kind of stair-step, 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 stair-step. And you see how now the stock is opening up? The stock is starting to open up. Okay, I like that. That is my indication that a top is very, very near. I'm looking for this parabolic move. And what I'm going to be looking for as early as tomorrow is an exhaustion gap up. Okay. What I'm telling you guys this all right now. Actually, let's talk about this. We're going to spend a couple of time. I'm actually going to take up a lot of my Q&A about this. Okay. Let's talk about this JKS a little bit more. One of my favorite short setups is an exhaustion gap with no news. Okay. Now, you could have looked at a stock like, what was it? What was it? Logi? Yeah, Logi. So people might look at Logi and be like, oh, that's an exhaustion gap. But yeah, that might be an exhaustion gap, but that came on earnings. So that's a news driven gap. Not the best short setup. What is one of my favorite short setups is an exhaustion gap that comes with no news. And the reason why that's true, okay, the reason why that is because when you're looking at a stock, okay, that's going parabolic like this, what's happening here is every time the stock pulls in, the stock is bouncing back. Just short sellers are net buyers. They're trying to cover their position whenever the stock pulls in. At the same time, you have dip buyers that are buying the stock, and that continues to push the stock higher and higher and higher and higher, slowly but surely, until you get this exhaustion move. And that exhaustion move occurs when the shorts finally surrender. The shorts stop trying to cover on pullbacks, and they just flat out blanket cover their positions, and that just pushes the stock. It just gets completely parabolic, and that's what can give you this exhaustion gap. When you get that exhaustion gap up, that is a sign that shorts have given up. So now you do not have the short sellers that are net buyers anymore on pullbacks. Okay. Then you also have all of your long traders that on the big exhaustion gap up decide, wow, that's a big move. Like if this thing opens up at $100 tomorrow, long traders are going to say, wow, this is a big move. Let's take profit. Profit taking kicks in at 100, just as an example. Profit taking kicks in at 100, then the stock starts to pull in, and you do not have the short sellers that are net buyers into the pullback to create the bounce. That's when now the profit taking, there is no more buying pressure in the stock because your longs are no longer buying. Your longs have turned into net sellers, and your short sellers, which were net buyers the entire time covering their shorts, are now no longer there to cover their short, which means you have a lot less buying pressure now when the stock starts to pull back. That's when you get an exhaustion gap. And that's when you get a complete reversal and a top gets put in and you get this real deep pullback. When that top gets put in on JKS, I think the stock can easily go back to 70, maybe even 50. Okay. I think we are going to see one day on JKS a candle that's going to look like this. I think this is what you're going to see one day on JKS. Okay. I think that's what you're going to see one day on JKS. Okay. I really do. I think you're going to see that type of candle one day. Okay. So, and I'm going to be ready for it. Maybe that was a little exaggerated, but maybe you're going to get a candle that looks something like this. Maybe that first candle was a little exaggerated. Okay. So maybe that was a little exaggerated. Okay. But that's what I think we're going to get on JKS. Okay. But wait for the exhaustion gap. Wait for that exhaustion top. Okay. You don't have to be the hero and you don't have to try to short this stock into front side strength. This is wrong indicator. This is front side strength. The stock is moving higher. That's front side strength. Wait for the top to be put in. Okay. And then short the backside weakness of the move. All right. I will be ready to jump all over this thing. Okay. I'll be ready to jump all over this thing. It's on my watch list literally every day. And the fact that the stock is starting to open up like this, and you got this insane volume day today, is a sign to me that the top is very, very close. Okay. This is a sign to me the top is very, very close. And I'm looking for something like this. Okay. Like an exhaustion gap. What you will notice throughout this entire move higher, we have not had a single gap up. Do you guys see there's not a single gap in the price action of this stock? There are no gaps. Okay. There are no gaps. I'm waiting for that exhaustion gap up to be my top. All right, and then we'll attack it and we'll jump all over it. Okay, next question. The options do suck on JKS. The options do suck today. But believe me, guys, if this stock goes from 100 to 70 in one day, the options aren't going to suck. The options will move. Bye, Susan. Mike, how do you avoid trading scared? Ooh. How do I avoid trading scared? Okay, first and foremost, how do you avoid trading scared? You have to make sure your position sized properly. That's first and foremost. Okay. First and foremost is you have to, you've got to make sure your position size is correct. Okay. If your position size is too high, then the fast movement of these stocks, the volatility of these stocks is going to scare you out of your position because you're not going to be able to stomach those whiplashes in the price action. You're not going to be able to stomach that whiplash in your P&L. You're not going to be able to stomach that. So your position size needs to be intact. Like if you are if you buy a stock at $5 and you say your stop loss is 450 and stock drops real quick to 460 and you panic, and your stop loss is supposed to be 450, that means you have too much size. Like I position size myself so that even if we get these quick jigs and these quick flushes, I'm still not going to get really hurt on these positions because my position size is adjusted down so where, I can handle it and I'm comfortable with it. You have to do the same thing. You have to adjust your position size so that you're not scared of this fast movement in these small caps. You just have to adjust your size. That's the best way for you to not trade scared. The second way for you to not trade scared is to just, get the education, just get the education, go through the courses. The more that nice. Shabam Patel from talking to us through Periscope on Twitter said, I'm doing your courses right now. Nice, man. Nice. Good stuff. Enjoy them. Enjoy them. But yeah, the more that you know the material, like the more that you are comfortable with the information, the less scared you're going to be. It's like when you were in college or something and like you were getting ready for your final exam, if you knew the material, you really weren't worried about your exam. You weren't nervous, you weren't scared, you weren't anxious, right? Because you knew the material. You were confident in your ability to answer the questions and take the test. Trading is a lot like that. The more comfortable you are in the education, the more you understand the material, then the less likely you will be scared trading and the less likely you will be second guessing and you'll be doubting yourself. Having confidence as a trader is a very, very important trait. I don't know a single successful trader that's not confident. Now, there's a big difference between confidence and arrogance. Arrogance will get your ass kicked. Arrogance will get your ass kicked, but confidence is something that's absolutely necessary. Okay. You need to have confidence. And the best way for you to have confidence is to know the material. Okay. And that's why getting a professional education is so important. And that's why, True Trading Group and me giving you guys the education that I received working at a hedge fund, okay, is why that is something, that I suggest everyone does that's just starting out trading. You guys got to get an education first. Please don't go out there and just start trying to trade on your own and just putting money into a brokerage account and just think you're going to go and start buying and selling stocks and you're going to start making all this money. Believe me, if you don't know what you're doing, you are going to lose all of that money. Take your time. Okay, the stock market's not going anywhere. You don't need to be in a rush to learn how to trade stocks. Like, you don't have to say, okay, I want to learn and you're going to start trading tomorrow. Take your time. Take your time, okay? Whether it takes you a couple of weeks or if it takes you a couple of months to go through the courses. However, you go at your own pace and, practice trading on the trade simulator, practice trading stocks and options with fake money. Okay. While you implement what it is that you are learning. Okay. Um, that's my best advice to you. That's my best advice to you. What is insider selling? Insider selling is anyone that is considered an insider of the company. Insider can be defined by someone that owns more than 5% of the shares in the company. So these would be, insiders would be anyone that owns more than that percentage of the outstanding shares. It would also be anyone that holds a management or a C-suite position, like a CEO, a COO, a CFO. If they sell shares, they're considered insiders because they have access to inside information that the general public does not. Okay, so that's essentially what an insider is. An insider has access. Okay, an insider has access to information that the general public does not because they're involved in the day-to-day private dealings of the company. So when they sell shares, they have to disclose it to the SEC and to the public. Chinchilla Farmer says, let's see the McLaren. I don't know. I don't like this. I don't know. I don't like to show that kind of stuff on the YouTube channel. Well, maybe one day. Maybe one day. I don't like to show that kind of stuff. Nice. Jason Picaro says, Mike, I killed that WEI trade, brother. Thank you. Nice, Jason. Good stuff. Congrats, man. Congrats. Irvin Duca says, question, I am only trading options in stocks. Is that better than day trading? There's not a difference. You can still trade options, but be day trading. You can day trade options. You can still day trade options. So I'm not sure that I completely understand your question. Nice. Johnny B pulled out 45% on WEI. Johnny B, nice, man. Right before the bell. Great job, bro. Great job, man. Great job. Trader Pete, good question. Trader Pete, great question. Trader Pete says, Mike, when you say you want to pull back to hold, how do you confirm it is held at, let's say, VWAP? Volume can confirm after the run starts. Great question. So, Trader Pete, if I'm looking for a support level to hold, right? Two things that you're going to want to focus on, okay? Actually, three things. Volume on the way up, volume on the pullback, price action at the support level. Let me get into more detail. The stronger the volume on the way up, positive. The weaker the volume, or I shouldn't say the weaker, the slower the volume on the pullback, positive. Then when the stock gets down to that support level, you want to see jumpy price action. Okay. You want to see that pullback, jumpy price action at the support level. Okay. So that's what those are some of the things that I look for when I'm looking for a support level. I'm looking for confirmation for a support level to hold. I want to see strong volume. You're talking about buying a pullback right now specifically. So we're talking about buying pullbacks specifically. Strong volume on the way up. A lot of times the strength of the volume on the way up gives me the confidence to buy the pullback. So sometimes it's the volume analysis of saying, real strong volume on the way up and then real slow down, a decrease in volume on the pullback. Sometimes that alone will give me the confidence to pull the trigger at that support level. But other than that, when you've got your support level here and the stock comes down to that level, you want to see the stock do this. Boom. Boom. Okay. You want to see that. You want to see this. Okay. You don't want to see the stock do this. Okay. That's not necessarily the confirmation you want to see. You want to see the stock strong volume. And it's like, okay, volume, slow volume. And then all of a sudden, poof. Okay. Like that price action is what says to me, there's my support level. There's my aggressive buying. You want to see a quick jump in that share price off that level, because if that level is truly going to be support, think about it. A lot of traders are going to be buying the stock in front of that level. So a lot of traders coming in buying the stock in front of that level should give you that quick bounce in share price where the price of stock just bounces back up very quickly and puts in like a tail. That's what you want to look for at those support levels to give you confirmations. Okay, there's my confirmation that support level is held. All right, let's see. Next question. Nice. Anika. Anika says, it was my first time trading with TTG today, and I made beautiful profit on WEI. Thank you. Nice job. Very nice job. Siraj, good question, says, when you get to your level, Mike, what do you focus on as an experienced trader, or what are things you struggle with? Whew. Things that I focus on as an experienced trader, you know, for me, it's the maintaining the mental discipline and the emotional control over my emotions, is something that you're going to deal with as a trader for the rest of your life. Like once you have, like, I don't think that I don't know, my technical analysis, I think my technical analysis is top notch. Okay. That's just, me being completely honest. I think my technical analysis is top notch. So it's like, I don't necessarily think that, like, for me to continue to take my trading to the next level, and guys, don't get me wrong, I'm always pushing myself to be better every single year. I want to do better every single year. Okay. So, but for me, it's more pushing myself with my risk, pushing myself with my size, while still maintaining my emotional and mental discipline. You will forever go through, put it this way, greed and fear are your two emotions that trading really, really focuses on. It's greed and fear, two of the three strongest emotions that humans have. Those emotions are love, fear, and greed. Three of the strongest emotions that humans have. And trading plays into the greed and fear of those emotions. For the rest of your entire trading career, you are going to be playing a tug of war with greed and fear. Your greed and fear emotions are going to be playing tug of war, hopefully, for the rest of your trading career. Because as long as those two emotions are playing tug of war, that means no emotion is winning. You're in good shape. The second that one of those emotions starts to win that tug of war battle, that's when you get yourself into trouble. Okay. Now that's something that you're going to struggle with, or not necessarily struggle with, but something you're going to have to deal with throughout the entire length of your trading career. And as I get bigger as a trader, as I take more risk, as I get more aggressive, I also need to keep those emotions in check. And it's all relative. Like, it's all relative. Like the amount of money that I might risk per trade and the amount of money somebody else might risk per trade is night and day. Okay. But it's all relative with comparison to what my risk tolerance is and where my emotional comfort is with my risk tolerance versus somebody else. And then there will be times now when I move my risk tolerance up and I increase my size and increase my risk and increase how aggressive I get. And I'm going to have to make sure that I maintain that emotional control and that emotional discipline when I move my position size now higher. Okay. And that's something that you will work on for the entire length of your trading career. Jorge Reyes says, what is your outlook for the market at this level? Will it drop until elections? No, I actually don't think we're going to go lower. I actually don't think that we are going to go lower. I might be one of the few people that believes this, but I do not think that we are going to drop below this level. This level right there, I do not think we're going to get below it. I don't think we're going to get that below. If we do, I'll be wrong. If you do, I'm wrong. I don't have a position right now in the SPY. Okay. I don't have a position right now in the SPY. Oops, I did not mean to delete that line. Let's draw it back. Okay. Here's this support level. Okay. I do not think that we are going to get below that level. Okay. I just don't. I think that level is going to hold. And I think we're going to start to climb our way back higher, and we're going to get back up into 350s. And we're going to eventually make our way to new all-time highs on the back of stimulus and on the back of a vaccine. Okay. Now, depending if something crazy happens going into the election, we're only 3 weeks away from the election. So who knows, anything could happen. So, we could get volatile, but I really don't think that the market gets below 340. I just don't. I think that this previous resistance level, okay, which was a reverse head and shoulders, there's your left shoulder, there's your head, there's your right shoulder. And when we broke through that neckline, you had this really, really beautiful breakout extension move off the back of that reverse head and shoulders. Now here's your pullback to retest that neckline. I think that level is going to hold support. Okay. You even can draw almost a little bit of a downtrend resistance line, okay, across these across these pivot tops. Okay. You can almost draw like a downtrend line across those prior highs and look for the markets to consolidate inside of here. But eventually, I think we pop our head up over that downtrend line and we get back up. We start to push ourselves back up towards that all-time high. Okay, that is my sentiment on the overall markets. We'll see. I could be completely wrong. We might get a news headline tomorrow that Mnuchin and Pelosi told each other to go screw, and there's no stimulus, there's no nothing, there's no help for anybody. No one's going to get help until February. And then, maybe the markets do this tomorrow. I mean, that's very possible as well. But I am in the camp that if we do break below that level, by the way, guys, we should go straight to 330. Okay, we should go straight to 330 if we break below 340. You have your 100-day moving average sitting right here, which was a tremendous level of support back there in September. You can see that was the exact bottom of the SPY. And then you'll have this previous pivot support level that lines up there as well, that you will see as this gap fill. Okay, there's your support, and then there was that little gap fill. Okay, there was the gap. We filled the gap. It was support. We extended higher. That was the bottom of the right shoulder. And then you have your 100-day moving average sitting here. So if you do get below 340, okay, look for the SPY to continue lower all the way down to 330. I'm just in the camp right now that I don't think we get below 340. But if we do, then I readjust my entire game plan. I look for puts down to 330. And then I think we would bounce off at 330. Okay? So those are my thoughts on the overall market. All right, guys. Good stuff. All right, guys. So that just about sums it up and does it for our Q&A. That does it there for our Q&A session. Good stuff. All right. So what I want to do now, like I said, what we're going to be talking about on this live stream, okay, we're going to be going over recapping my WEI trade, 59% gain there in the morning, but specifically, what was it? What was it about that setup? Excuse me. What was it about that setup that made me pull the trigger? What was it about that setup that made me come on the microphone live in chat and tell everybody, guys, I think this stock is going much higher? What was it that gave me that signal, that gave me that indication? The answer lies within the volume. So that's what we're going to talk about on this live stream. How do you use volume to identify that a stock has real momentum? That's our lesson of the day. Before we get into the lesson, I want you guys all to do me a solid, and every single one of you guys right now, go ahead and smash that like button. Guys, show me how much you guys appreciate these live streams. It really helps me out on the channel as well. Okay, with the algorithm on YouTube, it really helps me out, does me a solid. So if you guys, I'll help you out by sharing with you a bunch of I'll help you guys out with sharing information and some of my professional education I learned working at a hedge fund. You guys help me out by smashing that like button, guys. So if you want to get into and you want to learn what it was that caused me to pull the trigger, okay, what it was that made me pull the trigger on WEI, smash that like button, guys. Beautiful. There we go. There we go. A quick another 300 likes. That's what I'm talking about, guys. That's what I like. Keep smashing that like button, guys. It really helps me out too with the channel. All right, good stuff. Excellent. All right, guys. Now, before we get going, also real quick, guys, give me a quick follow on Twitter. All right, guys, give me a quick follow on Twitter. My Twitter handle is right there at the bottom of the screen, at @MikeEdward_TTG, right there at the bottom of your screen. I'm always posting trade ideas, trade recaps, market commentary, market sentiment, you know, some funny stuff, some educational stuff, some motivational stuff, some testimonials. I'm always posting cool stuff on Twitter. So you guys want to go ahead and give me a quick follow there on Twitter. Again, my Twitter handle is at @MikeEdward_TTG. Okay, that's my Twitter handle. All right, so guys, go ahead and give me a quick follow there on Twitter. All right, so like I said, before we dive in here now, guys, to the lesson, welcome all of you that are joining us. We're streaming live across YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and also Twitch. Okay, so welcome to all of you that are joining us from the different media channels. Okay, welcome all you guys here. Now, let's dive into the charts and let's talk about this WEI trade. All right. Okay, guys. So here we have it. Early morning, WEI. Okay, here we have it. Okay, WEI, very early in the morning. Okay, starts to get on people's radars, and it starts to get on people's radars because of the halt. Okay, the stock starts to push and just starts halting. There's your first halt. There's your second halt. Okay, there's your third halt. Now, the volume on these halts is actually pathetic. Okay, you're talking 33,000 shares. I mean, that could be me by myself. Here's another candle, 24,000 shares. Okay, this stock was trading extremely low volume, okay, leading up into these halts. I was not interested in this stock at this time because the volume was just too light. Okay, the volume was just too light. Then here's another halt. So now that's your fourth halt by 10:20 in the morning. By 10:20 in the morning, we are halted 4 times. But the volume was just too light. Okay, now you're talking 3-minute candles, okay, 55,000 shares, 100,000 shares. Okay, here's 116,000 shares. Here's 37,000 shares. On a $150 stock, that is just not enough volume for me to like. Okay, that's not enough volume for me to take a liking on. I need stronger volume than that in order for the stock to tell me that it has momentum. And the reason why I'm pointing this out to you right now is because I want you to really see the difference in the volume, because like I said, the volume is what gave me the indication that this stock had momentum. Okay. Then the stock halts again. Okay, the stock halts again. This time, again, crappy volume, 200,000 shares on a 3-minute candle, 250,000 shares on a 3-minute candle. Now, guys, listen, if this was a $100 stock, that'd be a different story. But it's not. It's a $1.50 stock. So 200,000 shares on a $1.50 stock and a 3-minute candle is very low volume. It's not enough volume for me to take a position size comfortably with the size that I like to go in with and the risk that I like to take. It's just not enough volume for me to take a liking in the stock. It's not enough volume for me to gauge if a stock truly has momentum or not. Okay, so at this point, the stock is halted, and I'm telling everybody in chat, okay, and my teaching members, you guys remember this. I actually said, guys, look for $1.75 to be an area of support for a potential buying zone. And that was simply because we were coming up on a prior halt price. Okay, here was your prior halt price. Okay, you had VWAP and trade line crossing over right there at $1.75. That ended up being a terrific entry point. As you can see, the low of that pullback was $1.74, and the stock took off like a bat out of hell. Okay, the stock took off like a bat out of hell. That ended up being a perfect entry point. But I still did not enter the trade at that point. Why? I still did not like the volume. Okay, I still did not like the volume. The volume was still a little too light for me to be confident in this trade. Okay, then we push up and we halt again. Now we're halted again at a new high of the day. So now we have a new high of the day and we're halted, and look at the volume that came in on that halt. Okay, now 400,000 shares. Halted again. I'm saying to myself, guys, at this point, I still do not have a position on WEI. I'm waiting for some type of signal that the stock has momentum. Okay, waiting for a sign that the stock has momentum. And what is going to tell me that that stock has momentum? And that is going to be strong, steady, consistently increasing volume. I will say that again. Strong, steady, consistently increasing volume. I want to see multiple volume bars with that type of volume increase. And now when we come out of that halt, everything changed. When we came out of that halt, everything changed. Look at the difference in the volume now. Look at the difference in the volume now. Now, let me go back. Look at that volume. Watch how everything changes. Do you see how everything changes at that moment? Do you guys see this? That was my indication that the stock had momentum. I just said to you that what will help you identify if a stock has momentum is strong, steadily, consistently increasing volume. Not just a quick little volume spike, not just a little volume spike, consistent, strong volume. Okay? Again, let's pan this back over. I want you to see the difference. Okay, let's go all the way back to 10:15 in the morning. You go, oh, look, increase in volume, right? Oh, look, increase in volume. That's not enough to say a stock has momentum. Okay, that's not enough. And as we continue to pan this over, what do you see happens? Where was the momentum, right? Where was the momentum? Well, look at the volume. Okay, look at the volume. You see how the volume, how weak the volume was? That's why the stock wasn't ready to go yet. And if you're jumping in chasing this thing, well, guess what? You're stopped out already. So, you're already out of this thing with a loss. Okay, because you're getting sucked into these little increases in volume. Now, as I pan this over, you can see volume is very, very low. Very, very low. Then look, as we pan this over, we get another spike in volume, another increase in volume. Okay, a lot more promising, but still not consistent. Then when we come out of that halt, that's when everything changed. That's when everything changed, when we came out of that halt. Okay, that was the moment that everything changed for me. And that is when I went ahead and I got long. Let's pan this over. Let me show you guys actually the exact candle was 11:21. And right there was my entry. Right there's my entry. Okay, right there is the entry at $2.72 at 11:21 a.m. on the execution. Okay, $2.72. Okay, there it is. Okay, there it is at $2.72. But notice why I'm entering this trade. It was the volume. Look at the difference in the volume, guys. Look at how consistently strong that volume is. That was my indication that it's time to get long this stock. We got the trade line VWAP crossover. The trade line is acting as a beautiful level of support. We had this previous halt price that was sitting right here to give me a real nice level of support. Hell, even when I draw out your Fibonacci retracement levels, you'll see that the 38.2 Fibonacci level lines up with that prior high. So now I'm saying coming out of this thing, guys, I'm saying to myself, I'm getting long on this pullback. I love the volume. And that is exactly what happened there in chat. I said to everybody in chat live, guys, I love the volume here now. I said I love the volume. Okay, all of my members that are in TTG that are on this live stream right now, you guys can verify and confirm everything that I'm saying to you right now. This is exactly what I said to you guys in chat. I said, I love the volume. Okay, I love how steadily strong, consistently increasing the volume. My whole reason for not getting long the stock at any point in here was the volume was simply too low for me. The volume was simply too low for my liking. Okay, the volume was just simply too low. There's no way that I can go after that type of a trade setup. Okay, my position alone is going to take up 30% of the entire volume that comes through on that 3-minute candle. It's just simply not enough volume for me to feel comfortable that this stock has momentum, especially when there's no press release. We didn't have a fundamental news catalyst for this move. Okay, we didn't have the fundamental catalyst for this move. Even more the reason why I'm skeptical of the pops and halts without the volume to support it. I waited for the volume to come in, and the volume was my deciding factor that this stock has momentum. So again, to recap, in order for you to identify that a stock has true momentum, has real momentum, you want to look for the strong, steadily increasing volume. And this trade is such a perfect prime example of the difference between an increase in volume and strong volume. They are not the same. You can have an increase in volume without it being strong volume. Case in point, right here, there's an increase in volume. It's not strong. There's an increase in volume. It's not strong. There's an increase in volume. It's not strong, because strong volume needs to be consistent in order to be strong. And that is how you know a stock has momentum. That as the stock is pushing higher, the volume is getting heavier and heavier and heavier, because that means people are chasing the stock higher. As the stock moves higher, if volume is increasing, that means buyers are chasing the stock higher. They're not waiting for pullbacks. They're chasing it higher. That is where momentum comes from. That traders don't care if they're buying the stock at 225 or 250 or 275. They don't care. They just want to buy it. That's momentum. And that's why you will look for not just a quick pop in volume, but the strong, steadily, consistently increasing volume. And the rest, folks, was history. Look at this move that we caught. Look at that move. So let me zoom this back in. I'll take you guys to the take profits. There's the entry. Okay, there's your first take profit. There was the second take profit. There was the third take profit. And then my last and final take profit. Okay, let me actually go get you. I'll give you the exact trade stamps. 1133, $4.32 right there. Okay, so there it is. There's the entry. Okay, entry, first take, second take, third take, fourth take. I broke my last piece up into two different pieces. So this was 25% of my position came off the table at $3.10. 50% of my position came off the table at $3.40. Then the last 25% of my position, I broke up into $3.79 and then $4.32 to my final take profit. Okay. And that is a 59% gain on that last final take profit right up here, all thanks to the volume of this trade. And you guys can see, look at the difference in the volume. I mean, I really, this is such a perfect prime example of the difference between increases in volume and consistently strong volume. Do you guys see the difference in this? I mean, this is about as clear of an example as I will ever be able to find when it comes to showing you the difference between an increase in volume and strong volume, which is your indicator that a stock has real momentum. Okay. Now, does anybody have any questions? Okay. Does anybody have any questions specifically about what I just went over, what I just talked about regarding WEI? Does anybody have any questions about Rod Elmeni? I trade off of a 3-minute chart. I also use a 5-minute, a 15-minute, an hourly, and a daily. I do not trade off the 1-minute chart if that's what you're asking. Chris Botsis says, Mike, that pullback doesn't scare you. I assume, Chris, that you were referring to the pullback that was my entry, right? I assume you're referring to the pullback that was my entry. Now, what I have liked for this one little red candle, let me pan this, I'll go in a little closer. Okay, this is the pullback that Chris is talking about. That, Mike, that pullback didn't scare you? No. Now, would I have liked if the volume bar maybe looked like that instead? Would I have liked if that volume bar was a little bit lighter? Yes. That would have further added to the confidence in the trade. Okay, that would have further added to the confidence in the trade on that pullback bar. But it doesn't negate the setup. You know, like instead of it being an A plus setup, it's an A setup. The volume was still a little bit lighter, but these 3 volume bars coming out of that halt told me everything I needed to know. Okay, told me everything I needed to know. And then don't forget, we're pulling back in. Chris, look at the support levels that are at 250. You have the prior halt price, you have the trade line, you have VWAP, and then you've got this volume on that coming out of that halt. Okay, those 4 things combined, previous halt price, trade line, VWAP, and that volume, those 4 things combined was everything that I needed to say, I'm getting long on this pullback. Okay, and when we dropped down into that 250 area, that's when I jumped in there and I'm long at $2.72. Okay, and then we got that beautiful follow through extension move, and you can see the volume just steadily, consistently increasing. Steadily, consistently increasing volume. Okay, so I really wanted to make sure, guys, and I'm gonna stay on this for a couple more minutes because I really want to make sure that you understand and you see the difference in the volume, because the volume is what gave me the indication that this stock had momentum and said to me, okay, it's time to get long on this pullback. Okay. So does anybody else have any questions? Okay, so Chris Kovac says, why do you use a 3-minute chart instead of a 1-minute chart? I hate 1-minute charts. You should not use 1-minute charts unless you are a scalper. If you are a scalper, then yes, you should use 1-minute charts. Now, a scalper is somebody that gets in and out of trades within seconds. Okay, my trades typically last several minutes to several hours long. I'm not a scalper. Okay, 1-minute charts, in my opinion, give you too much noise. There's too much noise. There's too many false signals. And I don't like it. You know, I don't like it. I'm not a scalper. I'm not, you know, a micro scalper that buys a stock and sells it 30 seconds later. Okay. I'll buy a stock and I'll try to capitalize on the overall price movement and price direction of the day. Now, sometimes with these small caps, sometimes that could be a very fast trade. Sometimes, yes, I could take profits off within a couple of minutes. Yes, that does happen on some of these trades. But for the most part, my trades will last, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours long, because I'm capitalizing on the bigger move, and I'm not in and out and in and out and in and out and in and out, 5, 6, 7 times throughout the course of that move. I get myself into my position. I ride the move. I take profits as the trade unfolds. So, it's just not my style to be a scalper. If you are a scalper, nothing wrong with it. Not my style, but you would then want to use 1 minute candles if you're trying to get in and out within seconds like that. It's just not my style. Therefore, I don't use 1 minute candles. And if you are not a scalper, I do not think you should be using 1 minute candles. I think you are going to cause yourself to go crazy. I think you're going to see too much noise, too many false signals. And that's why I like the 3-minute chart. Yes, Charles, I was full size. Let me see here. This is TC 2000, guys. I trade with light speed. Kenneth says, Mike, how come that big engulfing red candle from 450 has decreased volume? Shouldn't it be higher than the previous volume was? No, it doesn't have to be higher. It doesn't have to be higher. You're talking about this candle right here. Oh, it doesn't have to be higher. You can see the volume was actually decreasing on this pullback, okay, which is actually a good sign. And then, later on in the day, the stock, sorry, I didn't mean to just do that. And then later on in the day, the stock, squeezed its face off later in the day. We squeezed our face off later in the day. So it doesn't necessarily have, that doesn't, we don't have to have, heavier volume on that pullback. Wow, Think 3R. That's incredible. Congratulations, Think 3R on a 29-day winning streak. Congratulations. Elliot Forrest, Mike, do you change your size based on the market cap of the small cap? No. Elliot, I change my size based on the, I will change my size based on the stop, where the stop loss is, and I'll change my size based on the volatility of the stock. Has nothing to do with the market cap of the stock itself. Yeah, guys, I trade with light speed. All right, I trade with light speed. This is TC 2000. It's about, it comes out to around like $5,000 a trade risk. How do I know when to sell? Question from Raul. How do I know when to sell? I identify profit targets. Okay. I identify profit targets. So before I enter a trade, hold on a second, guys. Before I enter a trade, you need to know four things. Okay. Before I'm entering a trade, you need to know four things. You need to know, where is your stop loss? And I know, where's my first take profit, second take profit, third take profit. Okay. Again, stop loss, first take, second take, third take. Those are the 4 levels that you need to know before you pull the trigger. Okay. You need to know those levels before you pull the trigger. All right. So for me, because I buy on pullbacks, okay, I don't buy breakouts through resistance. Now, I'm a conservative style trader. Okay. That has nothing to do with position size. you can trade with millions of dollars and be conservative. You can trade with a $500 account and be aggressive. Aggressive and conservative has everything to do with not your position size, but rather where you enter your trades. Conservative traders buy on pullbacks into support. Aggressive traders buy on breakouts through resistance. Okay. So because I am a conservative style trader and I'll get long on pullbacks into support, that means that I usually have a high of the day that could potentially be an area of resistance. So my first take profit target is usually almost always the high of the day. So when the stock gets back to the high, like if the high of the day is $5, the stock pulls back into 425, I get long at 435, the stock pops back to $5, that will be a take profit target for me. Then if we break through the high of the day and extend, I take more profit. I hold on to a piece in case I get a retest and then really big follow through and really good continuation. Okay. So I'll know where my resistance levels are based on the daily chart, other time frame charts. I will look to see where are potential areas of resistance on the chart, because that's all a profit target is. A profit target is a potential area of resistance. So therefore, when the stock reaches that level, I want to take profit off in front of it in case the resistance level does not break and the stock reverses off of that resistance. Okay. So that's why I identify those three resistance levels. And when the stock gets to them, I take profit, take profit, take profit. Okay. Now, you also have to realize that this is why you never try to catch a stock's entire move. When you have a stock like SPI, Kodak, remember BPTH was a big runner. For those of you that have been trading long enough, dry sips and DCIX, these massive short squeezes that just went, up, that went up 1,000%, right? You're never going to catch that stock's entire move because those stocks break through like 10 resistance levels. Okay. They break through 12 resistance levels. You're not going to catch all those moves because every time those resistance levels are reached, I'm taking profit because you don't know which resistance level is going to be the one that holds and then reverses the stock. You're not going to know. So every time a resistance level is reached, I take a piece of my profit off the table. I'm not greedy. Do I really give a damn if I make 6R versus 8R? Who cares? For those that don't know what that means 6 times your risk. Like if I'm risking $1 a share and I make $6 a share, that's a 6R trade. Do I really care if I make 6R versus 8R or 9R? No, it's still a monster trade regardless. But if you try to catch the stock's entire move, that's when you're going to get greedy. You get caught holding. You get caught holding the bag. The stock pulls back in. You turn a winning trade into a losing trade. You can't ever let that happen, guys. You can't let winning trades turn into losing trades. When your profit targets are reached, you have to act. You've got to take profit. You've got to be robotic. I do not look at my P&L during the day. When I'm in a trade, I don't see my P&L. I don't need to see my P&L because I know if I get stopped out, I already know how much I'm going to lose. Okay. I position size myself for that. If I buy a stock at $10 and I stop out at $9, okay. And if I said to myself, okay, if I want to risk $5,000 on the trade and I buy the stock at 10 and I'm stop lossing out at 9, then I'm going to buy 5,000 shares. Simple, right? Easy math. So when the stock drops to $9.50, I don't need to see that I'm down $2,500. What do I need to see that for? I don't need to see that. Okay, now that I'm down 3,000, 3,500, 4,000, I don't need to see that. What's the point of me seeing that? Right? I know if I get stopped out, I know how much I'm going to lose. On the flip side, when the stock is starting to make its climb, you don't need to see how much money you're up. It doesn't matter how much money you're up. You have to stick to your game plan. You've got to take profit when your profit targets are met. You've got to be robotic. If I had a computer algorithm and in my command, I gave a command to a computer algorithm. That command was buy the stock at $5, stop out at $4.50, take profits at $5.56 and $6.50. When that stock goes from the computer buys the stock at $5, when that stock moves to $5.25, $5.35, okay, that computer is not going to do a single thing because that profit target has not yet been reached. When it gets to its first profit target, the computer is going to act. It doesn't matter if the stock got to that profit target in 3 seconds, 3 minutes, 3 hours, or 3 days. If that's a profit target that I put into the command for the computer is going to act and take profit at that level. Then the next take profit level becomes in play. and the stocks and now when we get through 550, my next take profit zone is $6. So when the stock gets to 565, 570, that computer is not going to do a single thing. You have to become more robotic in your trading. You got to remove your emotions. Okay. Try removing your P&L from view. I don't see my P&L during the day while I'm in the trade. I don't see it. Okay. Try removing it from your view. You have to make trading about executing good trades versus making money and losing money. You can't look at trading as making money and losing money. You got to look at trading as executing on good trades, not executing good trades. Okay. Because if you execute good trades, your P&L will be a byproduct of that. Okay. You have to remove the money aspect of trading because otherwise you're never going to be able to remove the emotions from trading. And you're never going to be consistently profitable. You're never going to be able to trade these fast moving small caps if you cannot remove your emotions from the equation. You're never going to be able to do it. Okay. So I teach all of my teaching members to do all of these things, implement all of these things that can help them remove the emotions, help them keep those emotions under control. Okay. That is the key. Help keep those emotions under control. And that's why I suggest to some people try removing your P&L, because when you remove your P&L, you'll stop looking at the trade as I'm up money or I'm down money. Okay. Because if you buy a stock at $5 and it drops to $4.75, you look at your P&L, you're down money. Now you're going to automatically associate being down money with a bad trade. That's not true. Just because you lose money does not mean it was a bad trade. Just like if you make money, that does not mean it was a good trade. You might say, Mike, what the hell are you talking about? Example. If you buy a stock at $8 and you're like, I'm going to stop out at 7. The stock gets to 7. You don't stop out. It drops to 675. You actually buy more. It drops to 650. Then it drops to 6. You message me in chat. You're like, Mike, help me. I don't know what to do. I'm stuck. You're not stuck. You just don't want to sell the stock. You didn't stick to your stop loss. The button on your computer works just fine. Your broker works just fine. All you need to do is bloop, and you can sell the position. You're not stuck. You just did not stick to your stop loss and you don't want to sell the position. Okay. And you end up just holding on to that position overnight because you're like, well, I'm already down so much money. I'm just going to hold on to it and hope that it bounces. It's got to bounce at some point, right? And then all of a sudden the next morning, the company comes out with a press release. The stock gaps up to $9. You sell your stock. You just made a ton of money. And you're like, oh man, I'm such a great trader. No, you're not. You got extremely lucky. That was a horrible trade. That was an absolutely horrible trade, but you still made money. Do not associate making money with a good trade and losing money with a bad trade, because then I can show you another trade setup where you can wait, be patient, stalking a setup, waiting for your opportunity. You identify an A+ setup. An A+ setup is a setup that maybe 70 to 75% of the time, the stock is going to resolve itself in one particular price action. Once you see that setup, that's going to be an A+ setup. Now, if that's A+, that means that's as good as it gets probability wise. That means that 20 to 25% of the time, that pattern can still fail. So if you spend the time to wait, be patient enough, identify an A+ setup, pull the trigger, stick to your stop loss, exit the trade when your stop loss is triggered, lose exactly how much you planned on losing, stayed within your risk tolerance, and moved on to a next trade, that's still a good trade. There's no such thing as a setup that works 100% of the time. Therefore, that means losing is part of trading. If losing is part of trading, then you can't always associate losing money with a bad trade. If there were such things as setups that worked 100% of the time, then yes, you would be able to say, oh, I lost money on that trade. It was a bad trade, but it doesn't exist. So since that doesn't exist, and since losing is part of trading, you have to be able to lose and still feel good about your trade. You need to be able to stop out of a position and go, good job managing your risk. That was a grade A setup. If I see that setup again tomorrow, I'm going to buy that exact same stock. I stuck to my risk. I was going to risk $5,000. I got stopped out. I lost $5,000. I'm moving on to the next trade. Good job. You have to be able to do that. Because just because you lose money does not mean it was a bad trade. So by thinking this way, by implementing this perspective, this mindset, this mentality, this psychological aspect of trading, it can help you remove emotions from trading. Stop looking at trading as make money, lose money, and start looking at it, execute on a good trade, do not execute on a good trade. Okay? And that can help you suppress these emotions and trade these small caps with more confidence. A couple other things that can help you guys trade these small caps with confidence. I'm going to say this on this live stream. I've said this on several live streams. I've said this on several live streams over the last couple of weeks because I've been trading small caps nonstop. I've been trading these small caps nonstop because I've been ripping them to shreds. Okay? Just been ripping them to shreds. All right? They deserve my attention. Okay? I'm making money in them. We're catching big moves. They deserve my attention. But I will say this to you again, and I will say it over and over and over again. If you cannot quickly, and when I say quickly, I mean within seconds, enter or exit a trade, you cannot trade these stocks. You have no, if it takes you 20 seconds, 30 seconds to enter your order, you have absolutely no business whatsoever trading a stock like WEI or KXIN. You have no business trading those stocks because 30 seconds in a stock like WEI or KXIN is a lifetime. It is a lifetime. 30 seconds, that stock can move 20% in 30 seconds. 20%. That's how much that stock can move in 30 seconds. So I use hotkeys, which means one push of the button. If I push the letter S, I liquidate my entire position. If I press the letter L, I market order buy whatever the tier size is that I have set. So it literally takes me less than a second. It takes me a fraction of a second to buy or sell a stock when I decide I'm buying or selling. If it takes you 20 seconds to place that order from the time you decide I want to sell, you have no business trading these stocks. Call your broker, say, hey, I need you to walk me through how to get set up with hotkeys. If your broker does not have hotkeys, hot buttons work just as fine. A hot button is something you can, with one click of your mouse, you can buy or sell the stock. So still, you'll be able to execute these trades within fractions of a second or 1 or 2 seconds from the time you make the decision to buy or sell to the time you actually execute your trade. It has to be that fast if you're trading these stocks. I cannot stress that enough. The other thing that I'll point out to you is understand your risk. Understand the volatility on the stocks that you are trading, because when you're trading a stock like WEI or KXIN, they have what I will call flush hazard. Okay? It is a flush hazard because there are so many day traders buying and selling this stock at the exact same time, and the float is so small. There are not enough shares in the market to handle all of the buying and selling that is taking place. So when you have enough traders that buy and sell at the exact same moment, you get a flush. That is what you are all scared of. You are all scared of the flush. And you probably should be scared of the flush because you've probably gotten killed in the flush. In order for you to protect yourself against the flush, which will improve your risk management, but it will also help you stay in these trades and help you stop being scared of these trades. Position size for it. Example, if I'm trading a real high flyer, like an SPI or a U1, remember those high flyers? Let's say I buy a stock at 22 bucks, right? And my stop loss is at 20. And it's one of those, it's SPI. It's one of those stocks that's just, it's going from $4 to 40, right? Max volatility, max risk trade, okay? Max risk, max reward, max volatility. You got to know that going into it, because Normally, if I said, okay, I want to risk 5,000 bucks on this trade. So if I'm buying the stock at 22, I'm stopping out at 20. Then therefore, I need to buy how many shares? 2,500. So if I buy 2,500 shares at 22, I'm risking $2 a share to my stop loss at 20. That's $5,000 risk. Now, that would be fine if I was trading a stock like NIO, WKHS, GameStop, stocks that are extremely thick, stocks that are not a flush hazard, stocks that do not have tiny floats. Because I know that when it gets to 20, when I want to stop out of my 2,500 shares, I'll be able to exit them at 19.95, no problem. Right within my risk tolerance, I lose 5,100 bucks, 5,200 bucks. I move on to my next trade. However, if I'm trading a stock like SPI, U1, WEI, KXIN, I know that they are a flush hazard, which means when the stock gets to 20 and I try to exit my position, I may get flushed on and I may not be able to exit my position at $20. I might not get filled until 19.25, 19.20. Now, if I get filled at 19.25 instead of 20, I'm no longer losing $5,000. I don't know what the math on that works out to be, but I'm losing probably 7. That's far more than the intended risk on the trade. So if I know that that is a possibility because of how volatile the stock is, because of how thinly traded the float is, I need to protect myself against that flush. So if I do get caught in the flush, I'm not getting crushed. Okay, so instead of buying 2,500 shares, maybe I only buy 2,000. Maybe I buy 1,800, because if I get flushed at 20 and I get out, I end up getting out at 19.25, maybe I lose 5,700, 5,600, which is closer to that risk tolerance. And I'm like, okay, I'm out, loss, move on. But I'm not getting crushed. I'm not going, oh my God, I just got killed. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's not happening. If that's happening to you, you have too much size for the volatility of the stock that you are trading. So all of these stocks are not created equal. The volatility on these stocks are not the same. And if you're treating them all as such, you are going to get hurt. So every time I trade one of these stocks in chat, I always tell all of my members, guys, this is an extremely high volatile trade. Understand the risk, adjust your position size accordingly. That's my warning sign to my members to say, if you think you're getting out at $5, think again, because you might get flushed and you might not get out until 450. So account for that on your position size. Because think of the math this way. If I buy the stock at 22, my stop loss is 20. If normally I'd buy 2,500 shares, and this time, like, you know what? Let me buy like 1850. Let me just protect myself in case I get flushed on. And I'm right. Let's say I'm right and the stock goes to $30. If I make $8 a share, if I make $8 a share on 1,850 shares or 2,500 shares, do I really give a shit? Do I really care? Okay. Do I really care if I'm the math on that? Okay. Just do the math on that. So in that example, if we use that example, you're talking about making on 1,850 on the 8. Okay. You're talking about making $15,000 instead of making 20. Really? Oh no. Oh no. We only made 15 grand. Oh my God. Oh no. No. Who's going to be mad at that? Who's going to be upset at that? No one. You can't be concerned with how much you're going to make if you're right. You have to be more concerned with how much you're going to lose if you're wrong. Always. Always. Doesn't matter. Okay. If as a trader you make 15 grand instead of 20 grand, are you going to be upset? No, it's still a monster trade. And it doesn't matter about your position size. Are you going to be upset if you make 220 bucks instead of making 350? No. Are you going to be upset if you made $1,000 instead of making 1,600? No. You're going to be like, wow, that was a great trade. It's more money than I had before I entered the trade. Pat yourself on the back. Nice job trading a very high volatile stock. Gives you confidence now to trade the next one and move on. Because the difference between the 2,500 shares and the 1850, when you're right, irrelevant, doesn't matter. Who cares? But the difference in the 2,500 to the 1850, if you're wrong and you get flushed and you get out at 1925, that is a big difference, because now you're talking about money that you're losing. Great. Always remember this, guys. Always remember this. This will help with your mentality. Always remember this. Great traders are more concerned with how much they're going to lose if they're wrong. Struggling traders are obsessed with how much they're going to make if they're right. Heed this advice, please. I'm not doing this because I like to hear myself talk. I'm doing this because you guys can really get hurt trading these small caps if you don't know what you're doing. Okay? If you don't know what you're doing, you guys can get hurt. And that's why I take the time to go over this stuff with you. Okay? Does anybody have any questions about what I just discussed? I know that was a lot to kind of digest. I know I get fired up, man, but I can't help it. I can't help it. I can't help it. I love you guys. I don't want to see you guys get hurt. You don't have to. You don't have to get hurt trading these stocks. You don't have to be scared of these stocks. You can trade these stocks with me. You just have to know how. You just have to know how to position size yourself appropriately. You just have to know how to account for the risk, how to account for the volatility. And that's it. It's not your fault. You don't know. Nobody taught you. You just don't know. That's why I'm here teaching you guys on this live stream totally for free on the things that you need to work on in order to protect yourself against these stocks. All right? Okay. All right, guys. So, real quick, if you guys appreciate that, if you guys like that, if you guys learned something from that breakdown, okay, a lot of stuff that we just talked about, a lot of stuff that we just unpacked, volume, okay, how to use volume to identify real momentum, okay, how to identify volume, how to use volume to identify real momentum. We talked about that. Okay, so you guys now understand the difference between an increase in volume. Okay, you guys understand the difference between an increase in volume and strong volume, and what that difference means and how you guys can use that to determine if a stock has momentum or not. Then we talked about some of the ways for you guys to manage risk, and it was kind of a beautiful segue because a lot of you were asking me, like, Mike, how do you trade? How do you avoid trading scared? How do you trade these stocks? Okay, and not be scared of these movements, not be scared of getting flushed on. And this is how I do it. So we went over a lot of stuff here on when it comes to trading small caps. And I want to make sure that you guys appreciate, the time and energy that I put into this and the information that I share with you guys. And if you do so, if you have not done so already, I want you to smash that like button as hard as your little fingers possibly can. Show me that you guys appreciate this information and this time and energy and effort that I spend teaching and educating you guys, okay, to try to help make you guys the best traders that you possibly can. So if you have not done so already, go ahead, guys, and smash that like button. I want to get as many likes on this video as we possibly can. It also really helps me out with the algorithms on YouTube for the channel. So I appreciate all you guys smashing that like button. You guys are the best. All right. Let's get a quick little show of hands, guys. How many people that we have right now that are on this live stream that are not members of True Trading Group, guys? If you're not a member of TTG, go ahead and type the letters TTG in chat right now. If you are not a member of True Trading Group, guys, go ahead and type the letters TTG in chat right now. All right. There we go. So I got my chat froze there for a second. We got Charles Antoine, Bryce Swafford, Jorge Home, Trade with Bliss, Charles Moeller, Robert Lago, Toto Tatai, William Bernhardt, Michael Burns, Chris G, Rui, Ryan Slingerland, Edward Dorman, Gizmo Snyder, Ernest Peterson, Genius Stroke, Joe K, Dave Makich, James Bosniak. Wow, I definitely just pronounced your name correctly, and I know you're definitely impressed. Dustin Johnson, Rod Elmeni, Anthony Washington, Ryan Slingerland, Michael Cates, RV. Wow, we got a lot. Flip 420, RV Thomas, DN, Irving Martinez, Brittany Guerrero, Irvin Mordrano, Star Photography, Showmate. Yeah, Zane, now a TGD member. My boy, Zane. Welcome to the family, man. Mahmoud Dafer, HE, Jimmy Macias, Alec. Oh, my goodness, we got a lot today, guys. We got a lot today. Rosa Flores, Viz OMG, Todd, Walt Willis, Trade Raider. Guy, there's so, I can't even keep up. Wow. Todd Cockreeve, Joel J. Hone, Sang Park. Wow, Mark Stein. We got so many brand new members that are brand new faces. Guys, welcome. Seriously, wow. Okay, if you're not a member of TGD, guys, welcome to the channel. Seriously, welcome. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Okay, I'm always doing these live streams. I'm always answering Q&As. I'm always dropping some educational golden nuggets, okay, for free for you guys, which is the same stuff that I learned working at a hedge fund, okay? So make sure you guys subscribe. Now, for those of you that are part of our trial program, we do have a 7-day trial, okay? It's called our TTG3 program. If you are part of our trial program, it's a 7-day trial. Go ahead and type the number 3 in chat right now real quick. Okay, if you are a trial member, go ahead and type the number 3 in chat real quick, guys. All right, Rui, Michael Cates Sr., Chris G, Todd. Nice, Todd. Today was Todd's first day as a trial member. He said, today was my first day. It was great. Rosa, Kalon, Jay Tankersley, Richard W., Brandon Broyles, my man, Vinroy Harvey, Rodney Benjamin. Thank you, Irvin. I am pretty good with names, right? You got to give me some credit, guys. Irving Martinez. I am pretty quick with the pronunciation on the names. And I do it really fast, too. I don't have to spend time thinking about it. Nice. Irvin, welcome, man. First time to the channel. Irvin, welcome. Antonio Sampaio. Kalon said you would love to try the trial membership. Nice. Showmate, first day. Nice. Jocelyn Rodriguez. Beautiful. Okay, we got a bunch of TG3 trial members. Kaylin. I see Kaylin. A couple other people are asking about how to join the trial. You guys are interested in the trial. We have a 7-day trial, okay, with your trading group. It's called our TG3 trial program. It gets you 7-day access to our platform for just a one-time payment of $3. It's not reoccurring. It's just $3. One-time payment. It gets you 7-day access to our member dashboard, so you can see all the resources and tools that are available to our TTG members. It also gets you 3 days of access into our live chat room, where you guys can trade with me live, see my screen, hear me on the microphone, okay, follow my trade alerts. You guys can get 3 days of that to trade with me live. You'll also get included with your trial membership 3 courses, multiple chapters in each course that I wrote specifically for the trial program. Whether you're a beginner or experienced trader, I guarantee by you guys, after you go through those courses, you're going to be a better trader when you're done with those courses. You're also going to be able to get access to our Benzinga news feed, our stock profile tool, which is our due diligence companion. I'll get into that in a little bit, but then also be able to see all of our trade history. Myself, the other moderators in chat, Jason Spadafora, Jay Downing, Chris Toner, myself, we keep a trade log, a trade journal of all of our trades. Fully accountable, okay? The wins, the losses, the break evens, everything is there for you to see. You'll be able to see all of our trade history. You get access to all of that stuff, guys, for just a one-time payment of $3. It's literally a cup of coffee. And if you were in chat with us today, you could have made 59% on your money on WEI. If you were in chat with us yesterday, you could have made 113% on KXIN. All you need to do literally is be in chat, and you guys can have the opportunity to have the potential to make your entire year membership plus some if you guys are just in chat with us right now, because we're lighting up the board, especially when it comes to small caps. The wolf is crushing cannabis stocks. The cannabis sector has been heating up lately. He's been on fire with those. I mean, we are just kind of ripping things to shreds right now, guys. Whether you're an options trader, if you're a swing trader, if you're a day trader, there's a lot of action right now in the markets. And if you want to join the 7-day trial and come and chat with me live, you can do so for a one-time payment of $3. Go to www.ttgthree.com. The URL is right there at the bottom of your screen. ttgthree.com. That'll get you guys, like I said, that 7-day access. It's less than a cup of coffee, guys. Honestly, what do you have to lose? It's not reoccurring. It is one-time payment. You could upgrade to a full membership at any time during your trial if you want, but you're under no obligation to do so whatsoever. Okay? It is literally less than a cup of coffee. You guys go to Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks, you're going to spend more on a cup of coffee than something that could potentially change the rest of your life. I'm being dead serious, because when you guys do join the THD family, you are getting access to a professional education. Again, I was fortunate enough to begin my trading career working at a hedge fund. Okay? Right out of college, I got hired by a hedge fund on Wall Street. We managed just under $500 million. I went through a 3-month educational training program while working at that hedge fund. And that allowed me to go on to receive a Trader of the Year award in 2008, has made me the trader that I am here today. And that is exactly what you guys get access to as a member. Okay. So for those of you that want to join us on our trial, 7-day trial membership, you guys can do so right there, ttgthree.com. But if you guys want to join our TTG family full time, okay, you can use coupon code TTG1020 tonight and get a 40% discount on a membership. Let me explain to you what you get as a full-time member of TTG. If you think that you learned a lot on this live stream, you probably just learned more on this live stream than you have in the last 6 months. But besides that, what you learned on this live stream tonight is 1% of what you will learn as a full-time member of True Trading Group, because you are going to be able to join our daily chat room live every single day from 7:30 a.m. till 6:30 p.m., where myself and the other moderators in chat, we share our screen with you so you see exactly what we are doing during the day. You know exactly what I'm looking at. You know exactly what I'm trading. And I'm live on the microphone. Just like I'm talking to you right now, I'm talking to members in chat all day long, telling them what I'm seeing, what I'm doing, what I think is going to happen. And here's the best part. I will tell you every single time that I'm about to press the buy or sell button, I tell you I'm doing it before I do it. I come on the mic, I go, guys, I'm a buyer at this level, I'm a buyer here, I'm selling here, I'm buying here. I tell people what I'm doing before I actually do it. Not to mention, you get push notifications in chat whenever a moderator enters or exits a trade. Makes it very, very easy for you guys to follow along with all of our trades. We also have a mobile app that you can download on your iPhone or Android that makes trading on the go easy. The majority of our members have full-time jobs. If you work a regular 9 to 5 and you're like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to benefit from this, wrong. Okay, because we spent the time and money to develop a mobile app that will allow you to see the screen share. So you'll be able to see my screen on your phone, and you're also going to be able to listen to the audio analysis on your phone through the app or your tablet, whatever you want to use, and also get real-time push notifications whenever a moderator enters or exits a trade. Again, I'm not a scalper. We don't have anyone in chat that is a scalper. Okay. None of our moderators are buying and selling stocks within seconds. So it's very, very easy for you guys to follow along and follow our trades by means of that mobile app. Okay. Right now, we are sporting in chat about a 78% win rate between myself and the other moderators in chat, which means about 78% of the time when we're calling out a trade alert, it is a profitable trade. You will also be able to use our Benzinga live news feed, which is real time, up to the second breaking news alerts brought to you directly from Benzinga, as well as a squawk box. For those that don't know what a squawk box is, it is something you can turn on that will tell you, will read you news headlines. It will read you breaking news headlines. So instead you have to physically read the headline, you can just turn your speakers on. You can listen to someone calls out the breaking news headlines. You get access to all of that as a member of TTG. Okay. You also get access to the entire curriculum. Now, remember what I said to you. I worked at a hedge fund and they made me go through a 3-month educational training program before I was ever allowed to touch $1 of the fund's money. Okay. I have since taken that education, I've simplified it, and I've created the curriculum that's on TTG. There are no gimmicks here. This is just hardcore professional education. The same education that if you got hired tomorrow to work for a hedge fund on Wall Street, this would be the training that they would put you through. So you're going to be learning the same information that some of the most successful traders, the traders that are true professionals that really do this for a living, that they would teach you. That's what you're going to learn as a member to Trading Group, because that's what I was taught. That's what I learned on, and that is what I now pass on to all of our TTG members by means of our TTG curriculum. That includes beginner and foundation courses. If you've never traded stock a day in your life, don't worry. The foundation and beginner courses will literally walk you through and hold your hand from day one. Okay. We also have a beginner and intro to trading options. We have advanced stock trading courses, advanced options, trader psychology courses, swing trading courses, how to trade during a stock market crash. All of our courses you get access to for free. There is no upcharge for any of these courses. It's totally included in your membership. There are no different packages. It's not like, oh, sign up for this and you get these courses, but oh wait, you want these courses? That's another $1,000. No, you pay one price, you get access to everything that we have. Okay, there are no upsells in True Trading Group ever. You pay one price, you get access to everything, okay, including our trade simulator. This lets you buy stocks and options and trade stocks and options with fake money, with real-time level 1 and level 2. I suggest all of you that are brand new, use the simulator. It is there for a reason. Practice implementing what you learn in the courses on the simulator. Then you also get access to our stock screener. This allows you to filter through thousands of stocks during the day and see what are the best stocks for you to be trading. People say like, Mike, how did you even know to look at WEI? Stock screener. Mike, how did you know to look at KXIN the other day? Stock screener. Okay. You guys will be able to filter through with certain criteria to know what are the hottest stocks on the day, so you know where to focus your attention. Our stock profile tool, that's our due diligence companion. You can type in any ticker symbol that you're interested in, get a downloadable PDF report. It's going to give you all the company, financial, and stock information for that company, as well as all of the analyst ratings that for that stock. How many analysts have a buy, sell, or hold? And that can help you make your investment and trading decisions. Okay. You will also be able to view over 75 hours of workshops and videos. Okay. Myself, the other moderators are constantly conducting workshops and webinars for our members, and you will be able to on various topics. Okay. Day trading, swing trading, stocks, options. Okay. We cover a bunch of different stuff. You'll be able to view all of those workshops and webinars. That's over 75 hours of additional educational content in addition to all of the courses. Okay. I mean, I'm talking like information galore. Okay. Education galore. Plus, as a full-time member, you can actually join those workshops and webinars live. So you guys can actually participate and communicate with me, the other moderators, the members, and actually ask questions. You You guys will also, everyone that signs up here tonight will also get included a free one-on-one mentorship session with one of our teaching moderators. That is a one-on-one mentor session where we can talk about what are your struggles, and try to identify, things we can change, things we can fix in your trading, talk about any questions and topics that you have that you want to discuss. Also, guys, important to point out that we are the Netflix of trading communities. There are no upsells ever. I already told you that. If I come out with a brand new course next month, it's free. It's not, hey guys, new course, that's going to cost you an extra $200. No. Okay. When Netflix comes out with a new documentary, they don't ask you for $20 to watch it. It's included with your membership. Same thing with all of our courses. Same thing with all our resources. Like I said, you pay one price, you have access to everything that we ever have, including our Trading View Pro charting software with real-time quotes from Quote Media. Okay. It's in beta production right now. We're rolling it out before the end of the week. That is our Trading View Pro charting software. You guys will be able to use that also. That's included in your membership. Plus, a lot of cool things going on in the month of October. In 2 days, October 22nd, Chris Toner, one of our moderators, he's an options specialist. He's been trading options for over 20 years. He is conducting and holding an advanced option workshop for all of our THD members on October 22nd. Okay. Jason the Wolf Spatafora just on Sunday did a 2-hour-long pot stock and cannabis workshop. Okay. He's the leading voice in the entire cannabis sector. All right. All of this stuff that I am telling you guys, all these features, all these resources normally would cost you $2,048 for the year. Normally. But right now tonight with coupon code TTG1020, you can get a 40% discount, which brings the price of that membership all the way down to only $1,217 for the entire year by using coupon code TTG1020. Let me explain to you what you are actually getting for $1,217. Aside from the courses, aside from being in chat with me live, trading with me live, asking me questions live, following my trades live, besides all of that, you're the Benzinga Pro newsfeed. If you wanted to buy the Benzinga Pro newsfeed for yourself and you went to Benzinga to pay for it, that's going to cost you $1,180 for the year. Just that alone. Just that alone. You pay $30 more, you can get an entire membership to Two Trading Group for the year, because you can get our membership for $1,217. That includes the Benzinga Pro newsfeed. Also, if you wanted to go buy real-time level 1 and level 2 from a third-party service provider, that's going to cost you $990 for the year. That's included for free with your membership. You want a real-time simulator, a trade simulator to practice trading with fake money? That's $750 for the year. That's included for free with your membership. If you want to go to TradingView and you want to go sign up for their pro charting software on your own, go to TradingView directly. That's going to cost you $720 for the year. That's included for free in your membership. That is $3,648 of value in the resources and tools that are included in your membership that you can get right now for TGD 1020 coupon code for only $1,217. If that's not enough to make you guys realize the value of a True Trading Group membership, listen to this. 80% of our members are making 7 to 10 times their membership fee back in the first 6 months of their membership. This is a stat we are getting directly from our members. We have surveyed and polled our TGG fam. 80% of them are making 7 to 10 times the membership fee within the first 6 months. Of that 80, 30% of them are doing it in just 1 month. That means that if you were to invest $1,217 in yourself right now, got the same education that I received working for a hedge fund on Wall Street, traded with me and our other THD fam live, got access to $3,600 worth of resources and tools, you would have an 80% chance of making up to $10,000 within the first 6 months. That's what that means. Who would not take that deal? Who would not take that deal? You guys would be shocked at what a professional education will do for your trading. When you stop looking for shortcuts and you stop looking for gimmicks, you'll be shocked when you truly learn how the professionals learn. You'll be shocked at the results it will have in your trading. to get that, guys, use coupon code TTG1020 to sweeten the deal even more, because this has been a huge hit with our new members. I want to make sure that you guys always have the right resources and tools to be the best and most consistently profitable traders as you can. I know a lot of you work full-time jobs. How many of my TTG family members right now, by a quick show of hands, type the letter I in chat? If you are a TTG family member and you work a full-time job, type the letter I in chat right now. I want people to see how many of our members are earning that 7 to 10 times our membership fee in 6 months and work a full-time job. Type the letter I in chat if you work a full-time job and you're a member of TTG. Because if you're working a full-time job, well, that means you're going to need something to trade on. So anyone that signs up tonight before midnight, you've got an hour and 40 minutes left to do so, is going to get included with their membership a free Amazon Kindle Fire HD, fully internet connected, shipping on us. Because I want to make sure that when you are at work and you're in a meeting, you're answering emails, you're on the golf course, you're at your kid's soccer game, and I buy a stock and you get that alert that I just bought a stock, you can open up your brokerage account on your tablet easily and quickly and follow that trade if you guys want to. So we're throwing in tonight, anyone that signs up tonight by midnight, a free Amazon Kindle Fire HD, fully internet connected. Shipping is on us. Okay? All you need to do is use coupon code TTG1020. I'm not kidding. This is not an exaggeration. We are literally going to give you a free Amazon Kindle Fire HD when you sign up tonight with that coupon code, in addition to getting 40% off. We've got a lot of cool stuff going on in the month of October. In the month of October, we've also got our Tesla giveaway, which we are getting very close to. Every time we get 300 members, we give away a Tesla Model 3. I think we're like almost 70% of the way there now. I think we're about 70% of the way there now. Okay. So I'm giving away a Tesla Model 3 to one lucky TTG member. If they don't want the car, it'll be $30,000. The choice is yours, the car or $30,000. Please take the car. I so desperately want to give someone the keys to a Tesla. Please, please. I can't wait to do it. We're going to have so much fun. I can't wait to do it. We're also giving away 5 laptops every Friday in the month of October. It's our laptop giveaway. Again, I want to make sure all of our members have the resources and tools necessary to be consistently profitable. If you guys are working on some 10-year-old laptop that is super slow, it crashes all the time, you're never going to be consistently profitable on that. So we're giving away 5 free laptops to our TTG members. All you need to do is be a member of TTG to be included in that raffle. That's 5 every Friday. Okay. Plus, our Halloween username contest. You guys have heard of costume contest. We're doing a Halloween username contest, which on October 30th, 10 days from now, all of our members in chat are going to change their username to be something trading and Halloween related. And Adam and I, my partner with TTG, we are going to pick our 10 best usernames, our 10 favorite. And then we are going to have a poll. We're going to let our members vote. Our members are going to pick the winner. Okay, first place prize gets $3,000. Second place gets $1,500. Third place gets $500. A lot of cool stuff going on in the month of October. I'm excited to share with you and the rest of our TTG fam. All you need to do is be a member of TTG full time. Now, if you are a trial member, you will not be included in these raffles. You will not be able to attend the workshop on October 22nd. Okay, you will not. Okay, so again, if you want the Amazon Kindle Fire, you want to attend the Advanced Options Workshop on the 22nd. You want to be included in the Tesla raffle. You want to be included in the laptop raffles. You want to be included in the username contest. You've got to be a full-time member of TTG. So use coupon code TTG1020 tonight. Get the 40% discount before the price goes up tomorrow. Every 24-hour period in the month of October, the price goes up by a couple of bucks. So if you want to lock in the $1,217 price point, you got to do it now before midnight. At midnight, that price goes up by a couple of bucks. Important to also note, let's say next year, our membership is $2,200, okay? And when it comes time for your membership to renew, and I'm confident you're going to want to renew, because don't forget, 80% of our members are making 7 to 10 times their membership fee. Why would you not renew if you're making 7 to 10 times your membership fee? Okay, so I'm very confident you're going to want to renew your membership. So when it comes time to renew, you will only pay $1,217. The price you pay is the price you will renew at. So whether our membership is $2,000, $2,500, you will only pay $1,217 when the price renews. So lock in that lower price point now. Use coupon code THD1020. Like I said, the price is going up by a couple of bucks tomorrow and the day after and the day after and the day after for the entire rest of the month of October. So every price keeps going up by a couple of bucks. So lock in that price point now. Okay. If you guys are still not ready to join the TGG team full time, do not forget, we do have the 7-day trial where you can get access to our member dashboard, see those resources and tools that are available to full TGG members, see all of our trade history, get those 3 courses that are guaranteed to make you a better trader, and get your butt in chat. It'll get you 3 days to trade with me in chat live. If you were in chat with me today, if you were in chat with me yesterday, you could have seriously crushed it. Okay. I'm not talking about little 5% gains, guys. 113% gain from entry to final take profit yesterday. 59% gain from entry to final take profit today. All you have to do is be in chat to realize and capitalize on this opportunity. And you don't even have to be sitting in front of your computer to do so, because when you sign up tonight with that TGG 1020, you get the Amazon Kindle Fire. So even if you're at work, you can follow along, okay, and place trades on your mobile, on your tablet or on your phone, whatever it is. You guys can follow along with what it is that we're doing in chat. Okay, so again, if you want to be part of our trial membership, use coupon code, it's TTGTHREE.com. Again, our trial membership, it's a one-time payment of $3. It's not reoccurring. It's literally a cup of coffee. What do you guys have to lose? Seriously, if you learned something on this live stream, which I don't even have to ask if you learned something, I know you did. What do you have to lose? Spend $3. It's a cup of coffee, and try True Trading Group out for yourself. I can sit here and I can tell you how great True Trading Group is and how the education, you're never going to find anything like it. And members on the live stream, they can tell you the same thing. But you'll answer the question better for yourself, better than anybody. And that's why we have the 7-day trial. So try us out for 7 days. It's $3, guys. Okay. And you decide if TGG is right for you. And believe me, I'm confident one day in chat, you're going to be like, what? This is my fam. I'm ready to join the team full time. That's how confident I am in the education. And that's how confident I am in the amazing group of traders that we have built and that we have in TTG. And I'm not just talking about moderators. I'm talking about our members. I absolutely love my TTG members, in case you guys have not realized this. And I'm speaking to my TGG family members right now, all of you. I fucking love you, man. I love you guys. You guys are my team. You guys are my fam. Okay? So I'm confident you guys just come into chat with us, and I guarantee you guys are going to want to be part of the fam. So check us out, TTGTHREE.com. That's for the 7-day trial. If you're ready to join the team full time, you want that Amazon Kindle Fire, you want to be included in the Tesla raffle, the laptop raffle, the Halloween contest, you want to attend that advanced options workshop on the 22nd, use coupon code TTG1020 right here, right now, before midnight. You got an hour and 30 minutes to do so. All right. That is it, guys. Thank you so much for joining me here on this live stream. You guys have been great. I love all of you. I hope you learned something on this live stream. The small caps, guys, I'm telling you, heed my advice, please. It's for your own good. I want to see you guys banking on these small caps. I want to see you capitalizing on these massive moves while protecting yourself and not getting hurt by not properly position sizing and by not properly managing your risk on these trades. Do not be scared of these trades. Learn to master them. Okay. Get a professional education, the same education I learned working at a hedge fund. Stop trying to figure this out on your own. Stop looking for a gimmick. It's about time that you guys learn, trade, and profit with a group of traders that truly cares about your success. Use coupon code TGG1020 and get your butts in chat tomorrow, because shit's on fire. Okay. Small caps are on fire. We got a lot of volatility in the overall market. Stimulus, no stimulus, stimulus, no stimulus. We had a string of earnings today. You had Netflix earnings, big drop, Roku, big drop. You've got ASTC or ACTC, whatever, ASTC, I think was ticker symbol, went nuts after hours. We had a lot of things moving around, guys. You don't want to miss out on this opportunity. Use coupon code TTG1020. Otherwise, you guys, like I said, go to TTGTHREE.com for our 7-day trial. If you have not done so already, like this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, never miss out on any one of these live streams, and I'll see all of you in chat tomorrow. Take care, guys. Have a wonderful evening. I'll see